everybody. Right now you're watching Talk of the Town. Today our guest is Jack, who's one of the survivors of the plane crash. I think we're all very excited to hear about his experience on the island, aren't we? Well, then let's bring Jack over here.
Hello, I'm Jack.
Hello Jack, please sit down, I'm Maria. I'm so happy I'm allowed to interview you today. I hope you're feeling at ease during this interview. Of course, the best thing about this interview is that it shows you that you were able to return home safely. Which brings me to my first question. How did you exactly end up on the island?
Well, I was on a plane with a group of schoolboys when suddenly the plane crashed. After a while, it became clear that we were stuck on an island all by ourselves.
Can you describe what you felt when you noticed that your plane crashed?
It's very difficult to describe my feelings during the crash. I only remember very little from the crash itself. I was probably too shocked to really think about what was happening at that moment. When I came to my senses, I very quickly realized that we would be on our own with no one to help us.
Did you immediately feel responsible for the younger boys on the island? After all, in school you were the leader of the choir, but on the other hand, you were only 12 years old when it happened.
Yes, I felt very responsible for all the boys, because I was one of the eldest, so you kind of feel responsible for the things they do.
Well, we're taking a break now, we will be back in a minute.
From modern mauve to deep blue, color is how I give my clients an event-worthy look. But nothing beats a beautiful white smile. So I was excited when Oral-B gave me this genius power brush to try. It's so sleek, and I can customize the color of the smart ring light. I set mine to blue, and it turns red to tell me if I'm brushing too hard. The whitening mode is great, and the special brush head polishes to remove surface stains. Now it's one of the most valuable tools in my kit. It's genius, only from Oral-B.
What were your first thoughts when you realized that there were only boys on the island and no adults?
Well, I first liked it because I could do whatever I wanted, but after a while I realized that it's very hard to take care of yourself.
How were you all planning to stay alive? Did everybody just got to take care of himself? Or was there one leader who told the boys what to do?
Because of the fact that there were no parents on the island, we all figured that there needed to be a leader. Ralph was chosen to be the leader, despite that I also wanted the task. In the end, I became the leader of the hunter group, which was fine by me.
Who was Ralph, and did you have troubles with him?
Ralph was the leader of the group. That was also the reason why we had a little trouble. First, the trouble was only about who had the most power, but later it became worse. We all started fighting, and the group was divided in two. Some boys were on Ralph's side and some on mine. But let's go on to the next question.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Why was Ralph actually chosen as the leader of the group, and why not you?
Ralph was also one of the older boys. I think that the boys thought that Ralph was kinder than I was. They also trusted him more than me.
What was your reaction when you heard that Ralph was going to be the leader?
Oh, deep inside I was furious, because I would have been a much better leader. Ralph was too kind to lead a group. I also had experience with being a leader, but I just had to deal with it.
What were the most relevant events that happened during your stay on the island?
Many things happened back then. First, we thought that a beast existed on the island, although we never saw what it was like. We only saw shadows of the beast. After all, I think that the beast didn't really exist, and I think it was only in our imagination.
Did you learn something from being stuck on the island?
Yes. For example, I learned how to hunt because it was something that was necessary to stay alive. The most important thing that I learned is to survive. Being stuck on an island makes you realize that you can't just follow your instincts, but also think about the others.
Is there anything that you missed most on the island?
That's a good question. Well, food was something I missed very much, because the only thing you could eat was things that you found or hunted. And I think you can imagine that isn't the most delicious food on earth.
And last but not least, I see you choose the army. I see you chose to join the army, of course. Did your decision to join the army have anything to do with your experience on the island?
Yes, it sure did. Because I felt way stronger after everything that happened on the island. Like I said, I learned a lot of things on the island. I was able to survive and take care of people. I also never lost the will of being a leader. And being a superior officer and able to guide people in the right direction is just an amazing thing to be.
Well, thank you for answering my questions. This is the end of the interview, and I hope you all liked the interview.